YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin'? I'm coming to you with a natural face, natural hair, just giving you all the natural vibes. We're just chilling. You see, we're in the bed today. I'm going to be unboxing my new iPhone and also showing you guys what is on my iPhone. I did this video last year during Vlogmas and it did very well, so I figured you guys would possibly want to see it again this year. Let me know if you did like it by giving this video a thumbs up. And before we even get started, why don't you just go ahead, subscribe to my channel and ring the bell that way you don't miss a notification from me, and follow me on social media at Brelynn Barbie. Okay, I don't want this video to be too long like my last one was, so let's just go ahead and get started. Today we are unboxing the new iPhone. This is the iPhone 11 Pro Max. 64 gigabytes. I wish it was more, but listen, we're on a budget, okay? So I did go to the store to pick this up, so I kind of have like already unboxed it. They set it up for me, but I told them just put it back in the box. I'm gonna go ahead and play with it once I get home with you guys. So, grand reveal. Are you guys ready to see the new baby? I need to stop singing. But here she is. This is the beautiful new iPhone 11 Pro Max. Y'all know they got so many names. Y'all know what y'all watching. Comment down below if you were asking for a new iPhone for Christmas and that's why you were watching this video. I feel like that's why the views were so high last year. The moment of truth. This is what we've been waiting to do. Let's get her started and I probably should have turned her on first, but I was just so excited to do that. Turning her on, y'all, there's nothing like a new iPhone. Now, I must admit, I'm not as on it as I was last year. Last year, I already ordered my iPhone case on Amazon before my phone even came, but that worked out well because as soon as my phone came, I just put my phone in the case. Now, I just ordered my Amazon case, so for the next couple of days, we're gonna be walking around like this because we don't have a case for her. But I did order it on Amazon. It should be here on Monday. Before we get into the phone, let's go ahead and look at what else comes in the box. So the first thing that comes on top is just like this manual here, which, does anybody ever read their Apple manual? I know that I don't. And then, oh, I have new headphones. I read these now because I didn't even use these in my last phone. What I really need is another adapter, but I guess that's too much to ask for. What is this? Oh, I forgot. The new iPhones have like this new charger. So now it has this kind of port to it. I think this is why it can charge so fast because this is huge and this is what the cord looks like. That is so crazy and different. I'm kind of mad that they did this because like ain't nobody asked for that, you know? Like I already have a good working iPhone charger that, whatever, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Do the other ones still work on your phone? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm pretty sure they should, right? It's just not gonna charge as fast. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. New iPhone charger, the second best part to getting a new phone. Also, a little bit of a disclaimer. I had troubles upgrading my phone this year, just like how I did last year. I tried to do it all online. I was getting a lot of problems. So I was like, you know, let me just go in person and actually talk to a person. So they did basically fully set up my phone, which is great because last time I had to like take a whole day to do that. So they synced my new phone to my old one. So everything should basically be the same, but all of my apps have obviously changed in the past year. So I'm gonna walk you guys through all of my apps and show you which ones that I use for school and just for other fun things. So it is now 6:23 p.m. This is the picture that I had my screensaver last time. I don't love having myself as a screensaver, but I just think that this was so fitting. It's when I went to the Pretty Little Things headquarters in LA and it says hello gorgeous and I'm like on the phone, so it just seems fitting as a screensaver, you know? So that is my wallpaper and I already did the, what's this thing called where you go like this, the face recognition. Let's just go through all of the apps that I have. So on my first page here, again, another picture of me, but this one is kind of cool because it's like cartoon artsy. This is my favorite picture that I've ever taken. I took it last year in LA and it's kind of like has a pink tint to it, so I don't know, I think that it's really cute. Anyway, top row, I have my contacts, my calendar, FaceTime, and clock. I use, of course, all of these different things. I use like 3 different calendars. I use the one on my phone, I use the one on my iStudies Pro app, and I also have a planner. And all of them are always updated. Of course, I love FaceTime. That is my preferred method of communication. And the clock, let's see how many alarms I have. This is how many alarms I have. Next up, we have the weather app, which always lies. My photo app. I'm kind of sad because all of my photos got transferred over. I have like 2,400 photos, and that's with me going through all of them. I have to go through again and try to delete some because I need the storage on this new phone. Like I can't be stressed out like I was on my last one. The next is probably the most used app, which is the camera. Ooh, okay, let's play with the new in camera. Let's see here. I'll try and take a picture of you guys. Oh, and by the way, I did ask them to put this little magnetized thing back on my phone because this is how I magnetize this to my mount that I use in my car. But I will give you guys a close-up on the new camera. 3 cameras, pretty trippy. Let's look at it face towards me and see if it looks any different. I mean, okay. Okay. Let's see. Press this. Oh, wow. Oh, I don't like this. When I like zoomed it out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and screen record so you guys can see this. So this is what it looks like normal. Yes, lighting. And then when I put it out like that, I don't know, I feel like my body looks small or big, or I don't know, it looks weird, but I mean, I don't know. That is the camera. Again, that's what I'll be using the most out of, so I'm super excited about that. Next is maps. I stay using maps. I would open it up and then y'all would see where I live. So I'm not gonna do that. This next folder here, I have utilities. This is where I have the App Store, calculator, settings, health, wallet. I do use the wallet, Safari, find my iPhone, voice memos, podcasts. I do use podcasts a lot. Let me show you guys some of the podcasts that I've been listening to. I definitely listen to Elevation podcast. I listen to Pretty Basic by Remy and Alicia Marie. I listen to Life After the Crown by Tim Tialdo. I listen to Transformation Church faithfully. Okay, I love those. I usually will start them and they'll be so good that I'll watch them on YouTube because I kind of like to watch his. And I also watch Therapy for Black Girls. And this is the podcast that I told you guys about called Melanin and Medicine. That kind of makes me sad sometimes because they'll talk about their experience and I'll be like, oh gosh, I have a long way to go. But yeah, these are basically my top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 podcasts that I listen to and that I really like. So I definitely use my podcast app now, but I didn't before. Okay, next is notes. I use notes all the time. I have a ton of notes. Next, I have Yahoo Mail. That's where I basically have like my YouTube business email. So I just like to have that separate. So I have that. Then I have lifestyle. This is basically where a lot of my school stuff is. So I have a video on how I study, I believe it's called, where I talk about iStudies Pro. This is the app that'll tell me the classes that I have in a day. So here you can see on an example day, I'd wake up in the morning to go to the gym, then I'd have class, I had a room in the library, then I had a meeting with my advisor, then I went back to the library, and then I had class. I also have this link to show me when I have assignments due. So for example, I just submitted my final composition, so I can go ahead and check that off. And next up, really the last assignment that I have to do other than my final is my final complex story, polished pitch, short story, all this stuff that I have to do for my English class. So all of that is underneath my current, or I can show you guys like all of my completed assignments for this. I have my phone set to be in dark mode when the sun sets, and when the sun is out, it's like the regular light mode. I like to go back and forth. Anyway, back to my lifestyle tab. Next to that, I have the Bible app. You guys already know I'm a ride or die Bible app. I love this thing. I'm so sad. I had the longest streak ever. My streak was like 240 something. Like it was very, very high, and I missed one day. And I've recently had to start back over, and I'm super sad. But anyway, I get notifications to do verse of the day, and I also do different plans. Basically the Bible app. Next to that, I have the Google app, I have Gmail. Next to that is Quizlet. Y'all, Quizlet on your phone. If you don't have it, do not play yourself. Quizlet on your phone is the best thing ever. Hold on, I have to log in since everything's new for my phone. For example, when I was learning my medical terminology for my scribe job, I literally would have this with me, especially like when I was driving, and I would just go through, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I would just go through, and it's super easy to do on the go. You can do everything on the app as you can on the website. So you can learn, you can write, you can match, and you can also test yourself. So I highly recommend, if you use Quizlet, you have to download the Quizlet app. Next to that, I have reminders, which I also use frequently. If you guys watch me set up my semester, you will see that I basically set a reminder throughout the semester. So I set a reminder to register for a gym class every single day, and I also set a reminder to register for a room in the library. I also also set reminders for me to leave for certain classes. Next to that, I have the OneNote app, similar to Quizlet. And if you guys saw my How I Stay Organized in College video, I use OneNote on my laptop to take all of my notes. So if I'm ever somewhere and I just want to review and I literally need to look at my notes, I have OneNote on my phone. Next to that is the app that I use to register for gym classes. Next to that is Duo Mobile. If you guys don't know what that is, basically like the do the two-step verification. I have to have that for my school. Next thing I have Google Docs. Next to that I have Flow. I love Flow. I love Flow. That's what I use to track my period. 3 new apps that I normally didn't use but I use now are the New York Times app, the News app, and the Books app, which I know that sounds like, what? Okay, so you read more now. But basically, yeah, when I was studying for Miss Maryland, I made sure that I downloaded these news apps, and for my English class I had to read a news article every week, and we had to have a subscription to New York Times. So now it's just in the habit of reading the news, and I do it on my phone. And also, if you guys saw in my video on how to download your books for free, all of those free PDFs are put into my Books app, so I can also look at them on my phone. Last thing on this first page, and I don't really like it here, I think I need to put this in this lifestyle folder. I like all of my apps in their folders. But the next thing is called Focus Keeper, and this is the app that I showed you guys in my Study With Me video. It's the Pomodoro technique app, so it'll go for like 25 minutes and then it'll give you a break, and it'll keep going, and it'll give you longer breaks the more rounds you do, and you can set yourself a goal, and it can remind you when to study sometimes if you haven't opened the app in a while. So I really like that app and I use it a lot when I'm studying. Okay, on to the second page, because I really only have 2 pages, yeah, of apps. So the top one, wait a minute, whoa. Okay, you know how when you get a new phone, they basically like give you all of these new apps that I didn't ask for and that I'm going to delete? Yeah, they're still on my phone right now. So let's go from the bottom up. We have Pages, Numbers, Keynote, iTunes U, iMovie, GarageBand, Clips, and the Apple Store. All of those I will probably delete off my phone. A lot of people ask me if I use the iMovie on my phone to edit. I don't. Next to that, I have the Southwest app, because that's usually who I fly with, but I need to put that in my little fun folder. Next to that, I have a Pixaloop. Pixaloop is the app where it'll allow you to move things in the background, like while you stay still. So like if you are by water, it'll move the water, it'll like move the clouds in the sky, stuff like that. I haven't really used it yet, but I downloaded on my phone in case I ever got the chance to once I found out about it. The next row up is an app called Unfold. It's an app to create fun Instagram stories. I usually don't use it, to be honest, but again, I kind of put it on there like, oh, one day in case I do. And that's really the case for all of these different apps. I just really got into like taking like Polaroid type pictures. That's something that I want to give myself for Christmas, is a Polaroid camera. In the meantime, I have all of these apps: Dazcam, Fuji, VH Video something, Film Cam, Vintage Cam, and SCRL. All of those are different kind of apps that kind of help you like get that Polaroid look, which is what I really want to do in the new year. Next to that, I have a workout tab, but it's kind of embarrassing because it only has 1 app in it, and that's because I go to gym classes, so I don't really use these as much. If I ever want to do abs at home, this is the app that I use. It's called Instant Abs. It'll give you a whole bunch of different ab workout routines. Next to that is my Photos app. In a previous video when I did my last picture venture, you guys asked me about like how I do my picture ventures on my own, edit my pictures and stuff, but I actually already have a video talking about how I do my picture ventures, take my pictures on my own, do my feed, and all of that basically describes all of the apps in my photo apps as well. So I'm gonna leave that video in the cards up above, and you guys can check that out if you're interested to see all of the apps in my photo folder. Next to that, I have my socials folder, which again, I don't feel like has changed. I have Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, YouTube Studio. That's basically the best app, the one that I'm on the most. That's how I respond to your comments and just overall see how my videos are doing. The YouTube app, I love the new thing that YouTube has done with the app where you can watch a video and then you can basically set cues from your subscription list. So it's really easy. Once you watch one, you don't have to go back to your main page. You can click all the ones you want to watch as soon as you get to the app, and then it'll just play. And it's really nice because YouTube app can actually sync to your TVs. It used to not be able to, but I guess with a new upgrade, now it can sync to my Fire Stick TV. So while I'm in bed, I don't have to like try and do with the Fire Stick remote. I can just do it through the app on my phone, which is super easy and convenient, and it makes me even more obsessed with YouTube. Next to that, I have my GroupMe app. That's kind of just like the basic communications app that all college people want you to use. I have the Facebook app, basic Facebook Messenger. I also have the Repost app, which I rarely use, but I need to get back into it because I use it for my Beauty and Brains apparel Instagram. Next to that, I have my Monies app. I literally have so many different banks, but I have PayPal, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Capital One, and Cash App. I have my Style Seat app in here, which is where I usually find a lot of my different stylists. That's how I found the girl who does my weave, but I found the girl who does my braids and also the girl who did my natural hair this past time on Instagram. But yeah, Style Seat is a good place to look for stylists around you if you guys are looking for anybody. Then I have my Shopify app, my 7-Eleven app, which you guys know I use to get free slushies all the time. New to this folder is my Mint app. This is the one that basically keeps track of all of my different accounts. I set myself a budget in the beginning of the semester, and I think that I've done pretty okay with sticking to my budget for the most part. Like, I gave myself so much money to spend on my hair, my nails, and clothes, and eating out, and groceries. And again, I try and stick to it, and if I ever go above it, then I basically make sure that I don't spend as much the next month. And the app has really been helping me, so if you are a young adult, I definitely suggest it. Last but not least, we have my fun folder, and here is just, again, a lot of random things. I have the Hulu app, the Netflix app, the Spotify app, Pandora, Tidal. I have the Uber and Lyft. That's not really fun, but I mean, where else do you put them? Shazam, I have Lime and Bird, AMC Theaters. The 3 games that I have are Wordscape, Woody, and Toon Blast, and I actually love all of those games. I really play those. And then I also have the app for church for World Overcomer. So that is everything on my iPhone. At the bottom here of my apps are the phone, the mail, the messages, and Apple Music. Of course, I do have Apple Music, but as you guys can see, I literally have Apple, Spotify, Pandora, and I use my sister's Tidal. So I don't even love music like that. But that is everything that is on my new iPhone 11 Pro Max. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And I will talk to you guys in my next one. Make sure you live each day to the fullest because you only live once. Bye.